A Precious Deliverance. September the 17th, 1838. The trial still continues. It is now more and more trying, even to faith, as each day comes. Truly the Lord has wise purposes in allowing us to call so long upon Him for help. But I am sure God will send help, if we can but wait. One of the labourers has had a little money come in, of which he gave 12 shillings and 6pence. Another labourer gave 11 shillings and 8pence, being all the money she had left. This, with 17 shillings and 6pence, which partly had come in and partly was in hand, enabled us to pay what needed to be paid, and to purchase provisions, so that nothing yet in any way has been lacking. This evening I was rather tired respecting the long delay of larger sums coming in, but being led to go to the Scriptures for comfort, my soul was greatly refreshed, and my faith again strengthened by the 34th Psalm, so that I went very cheerfully to meet with my dear fellow labourers for prayer. I read to them the Psalm, and sought to cheer their hearts through the precious promises contained in it. September the 18th. Brother T. had 25 shillings in hand, and I had 3 shillings. This £1 and 8 shillings enabled us to buy the meat and bread which was needed, a little tea for one of the houses, and milk for all. No more than this is needed. Thus the Lord has provided not only for this day, for there is bread for 2 days in hand. Now, however, we are come to an extremity. The funds are exhausted. The labourers who had a little money have given as long as they had any left. Now observe how the Lord helped us. A lady from the neighbourhood of London, who brought a parcel with money from her daughter, arrived 4 or 5 days since in Bristol, and took lodgings next door to the boys' orphan house. This afternoon she herself kindly brought me the money, amounting to £3 2 shillings and 6pence. We had been reduced so low as to be on the point of selling those things which could be spared, but this morning I had asked the Lord, if it might be, to prevent the necessity of our doing so. That the money had been so near the orphan houses for several days without being given is a plain proof that it was from the beginning in the heart of God to help us. But because He delights in the prayers of His children, He had allowed us to pray so long, also to try our faith, and to make the answer so much the sweeter. It is indeed a precious deliverance. I burst out into loud praises and thanks the first moment I was alone after I had received the money. I met with my fellow labourers again this evening for prayer and praise. Their hearts were not a little cheered. This money was this evening divided, and will comfortably provide for all that will be needed tomorrow.